Forex market in particular is a highly news-driven market, and the best way to understand what news is affecting the currency markets is through a website called forexfactory.com. Now, if you go to this website, it will give you a calendar for the scheduled Forex news for that day or week or even month, depending on how you set it up. So as we look at the screen here, we've got the Forex news calendar for Friday the 1st of June 2012. Now, just a quick scan down, as once you set the clock to your local time, then all the news will be scheduled accordingly to your day. And obviously we start with the beginning. We've got some news that's Japanese news, and it's to do with Japanese currency. And then as we work our way through the day, we have news on China, some European news, and some US news all the way through to the end. Now, on Forex Factory, the results of these news will be shown on the right hand side as the day progresses. They will give you a forecast for what that number is likely to be, what the previous number be, and then it will print the actual. And currency moves come when there is a difference between the actual and the forecasted, so what people are expecting with what they're actually getting. Green is generally better than expected, and red is worse than expected. The currency markets, as I said, are driven by news 24/7, so it's pretty difficult to avoid trading over news periods, but there is one particular piece of news called the US non-farm payrolls that really is the daddy of all currency news and is very well worth staying out of the market, or at least protecting positions when this is coming along, because basically all hell breaks loose when the non-farm payrolls come out, and it will go mad no matter whether the result is good, bad or as expected. It just seems to be chaos. And you can identify this as, say, first Friday of every month. It comes out at 1:30 PM UK time, and it's called the non-farm employment change. So today the scheduled forecast was 151,000, and actually what we got was 69,000, so that's worse than expected, and that will have created some moves in the market. Let's have a look at the effect of that news then, and we're looking at a 1 minute chart of the euro. It's about 5 minutes after the news came out at 1:30, and we can see a huge great spike down as that news came out, and then as soon as it spikes down it moves all the way back up again and is pushing straight the other way. So compared to the previous time beforehand, and you can see it's relatively stagnant, relatively flat, we've got a whopping great piece of news, and to add insult into injury, it seems rather directionless. We've gone straight down and straight back up again, so very difficult to trade, and would most likely have taken many traders out of a variety of different positions set around the channels set beforehand. To emphasize the point, we've switched to a 15-minute chart now, so this is 15 minutes after the news came out, and you can see this whopping great pin bar that totally eclipses pretty much most of the trading range for the morning. So again, very difficult to know whether you're going long or short and where to put stop losses. Most likely would have been taken out, and therefore another good reason why it's best to be not actively in the market.